Going on to you, Taurus. So you have the King of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, the World, the Hermit, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Wands. Then you have the Hanged Man, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So what I'm seeing here for this is a lot of you, all right, so a lot of you Taurus, so much stuff going on, yo. So the Hierophant represents Taurus and Sagittarius. So you showed up here, okay? Okay, so this is going to sound a little bit weird, but the King of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords represents you, Taurus, okay? Wanting to remain steadfast and very much so focused on finding the right person for you. The Seven of Swords, however, represents, but you, Taurus, also know that there's a lot of people who like to be fake, like to fake the funk, like to waste a lot of time out here. So the Hierophant represents you're not really worried about all that. A lot of you Taurus are just focused on continuing to date some people until you meet the correct person for you, right? For yourselves, right? That is built for you. That would be in a good relationship with you. The World represents, and you're even willing to, some of you, okay, are even willing to travel. Some of you are willing, if not travel, then it represents that you're able to keep an open mind, okay, and develop the ability to know when someone is going to be a waste of your time, okay? So there's very much so you, Taurus, remaining stable and fixated upon meeting the correct person for you. The Hermit and the Nine of Swords, however, represents this being a situation for you where this is very much so really about how you, Taurus, need to remember that, number one, a couple of things. You've come a long way, okay? The Hermit doesn't just represent someone who's trying to be creative when it comes to them getting their own way and running games. The Hermit could also represent an individual that has changed, grown quite a lot. A lot of you Taurus have learned that if you want that peace, like I was talking about, because Taurus, you know, you could be a zodiac sign that needs peace. If you want that peace, you very much so have to be individuals that is really willing to defend yourselves and do what is necessary to establish that peace. Peace is not necessarily always going to come to you so easily, especially with all these stupid individuals ripping and running around, running what it is that they're doing. The vast majority of the world is on, demon time, right? Most people are dealing with delusions of grandeur. Everybody wants to, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people want to be a celebrity. A lot of people want to be a millionaire. A lot of people want the lifestyle. So to see that how a lot of you Taurus have remained true to yourselves, and you haven't ever really decided that you're going to change the script and become someone new is a very special thing, because a lot of you Taurus have essentially resisted the desire to become this brand new person that would ultimately lead you down a worse path. You're sticking true to yourself. So the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Wands represents, it's just difficult sometimes because of how stupid a lot of people can be, how hard-headed a lot of people can be. I mean, you're trying everything that you possibly can, but one thing that really should, you Taurus should really get it through your head is, there's tons of people like this. There's more, I'll say this, the majority of the world is on some fake stuff, but there's a lot of people who want something real. And it's not absolutely everyone that is on some fake stuff. It's not. It's just that the people who are real are doing their own thing, and they're rare and few and far in between in that regard. So you are in that club of being rare, especially if you've really been doing the work. I'm not talking about people who, yeah, I'm rare. No, that's not what I'm, because a lot of people, when it comes to these videos, they like to assign themselves as being rare and real. But then when you get a chance to really talk to them, they're caught up in the delusion too. You know, they think that they're this special cow too. And it's like, no. If you've legitimately been doing the work, then yes, you are a part of the club, because you're part of the real ones, you know? And the Hangman in the Wheel of Fortune is about, ultimately, look, people can blame you for what it is that they blame you for, but ultimately it's their fault. A lot of that stuff is self-inflicted, and it's their fault. And the thing about it is that the Wheel of Fortune is really about how you're out of it. Like, you're not, you, Taurus. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, when you're striving to get yourself situated, you become free from the quote unquote karma. And what most people will consider doing something self-destructive over and over and over again. Right. You're free from that type of stuff, because a lot of you Taurus you now have the ability to be aware. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, Taurus can be a zodiac sign that's in the delusion, right? Taurus can represent that delusion, but also Taurus can be individuals that can own the delusion instead of having the delusion, right, own them. So a lot of you Taurus see it for what it is, and you realize, like, oh, you're not a part of this anymore. Like, what people blame you for, and what they will blame you for in the future, as you get to know them, you're gonna be able to internally know, I don't have anything to do with that. So now in your own mind, when they're like, oh, look at the mess that you've done, in your own mind, you're gonna be like, I didn't do that. That has nothing to do with me. I'm doing the best that I can to make sure, you know, that I'm getting to know you, you know. And this is how it is that, you know, a lot of people are projecting. This is what I figured out, is because the stuff that it is that people will say doesn't even apply to me. And it's like I said, it's way off. Oh, I know that you're a player, right? The type of stuff that's been said to me. I know that you're a player. You'll be playing everybody. And I'm like, no. And I'm in my head, I'm like, no, stop. That's not true. I can be with one person. I've had for many times in my life. Knock it off. And like they're just grasping at straw, and it's way off. It doesn't even make any sense, and it looks stupid doing it. What I said really makes sense, and it's just way off. It's on another planet. So let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. So to clarify, it'd be way off. To clarify the Wheel of Fortune, way off. You have the Empress, the Knight of Cups, the Three of Cups, and then you have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so again, you're not a part of the nonsense anymore. You now know what's important to you, and that's one of the secrets on keeping you out of karma. Knowing what's important to you, and the things that are not conducive to a healthier lifestyle, staying yourself out of that. But then you have the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Swords, right? Oh, let's not forget the Knight of Cups. Meeting someone once you've stayed away from the goofies, that's when you're gonna start to meet some new people. Some new people are coming, where you're gonna get a chance either at parties, get-togethers. Potentially you may run into them, but they are most definitely coming. And the reason why they can show up in the first place is because a lot of you Taurus have eliminated the nonsense that's in your life.